Hi Pisces, my name is Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology. I'm so happy that you're here with me today. If this is your first time viewing my channel, welcome to the channel. I'm so happy to have you here. And if you are a returning subscriber or viewer, thank you for being here. Subscribe if you haven't already. You guys are amazing. And I have been loving the growth that we've had on this community. I do have the option for live readings that are on Zoom or pre-recorded readings that I'll send to you within 72 hours. If you are interested at all, Pisces, check the link in my description box below. I wanted to try something different. I usually do Celtic Cross, but I've been watching a lot of Double Pisces Tarot. She is an amazing reader. I don't know her personally, but I love her readings, and she always does a past, present, and future. So let's try that out today and see what we get, Pisces, for you. We're going to start off with your recent past. And at the very end, we'll pick two cards that will be what you don't see coming, which I love. All right, recent past for Pisces. 3 cards, please, Spirit. We have the 4 of Cups. And I will clarify any cards that we need to. The 5 of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords for your recent past. So starting with these cards here, Pisces, there has been recent heartbreak, right? Some type of situation in which you were hurt, slighted, left in the cold, or had to leave someone in the cold because of what happened energetically in this situation. I see you really coming to terms with the fact that this just is not what you want anymore. It may have been a dream of yours, like whether that was like a career or a relationship, some type of job or pursuit that you had in mind, but there's been a change of heart because what you were receiving, that 5 of Pentacles, is showing me that it was not in alignment with what you deserved. So ultimately, that situation broke your heart and you had to move beyond it to find yourself again. And for a while, it looks like you were putting up with this situation. You were just dealing with it. You were just going along with it. It was just happening, right? But I want you to understand, let me get this a little more centered here, that this particular situation was happening in your life to show you where you were maybe being used and abused, mistreated, where you needed to have a little bit more, what's the word, Pisces? Restrictions, boundaries in your life, okay? And letting it go was hard for you, emotionally taxing on you, but you had to let it go because you knew it was not what you deserved and it was hurtful. Could have been a betrayal of some sort. Let's see presently what's going on in your life. So definitely see you having already walked away, or you're in the process of walking away from that situation. Present for Pisces, we have the Fool card. You're getting ready to take off in a new direction, Pisces. Sorry, we're not going to take all of those. The Death card did peek out at us, so big transformation energy going on in your life. Death and rebirth. You have the 10 of Cups. And you have the Hermit. So when I'm looking at those 3 cards, what I see is you're going through a period now where you've looked at the heartbreak. You've reassessed what you've learned, what you've gone through, what has presented itself to you. And you're like, you know what? I think I'm ready to move on. Try something different, move in a new direction. And it's very much so about you actually tuning into what makes you happy. 10 of Cups can be about family as well. So if you've been focusing on how to rebuild your own family, how to get on the same page with what you desire for your ultimate happiness, what your white picket fence, is. I see a lot of you trying to determine well, if this isn't going to work for me, I have to determine what will. And I have to choose myself. So currently you're in a bit of a hermit mode. You're a bit isolated. You're taking a step back. You might be diving into more esoteric things such as divination practices, using your pendulum, reading your tarot, your oracle cards, getting readings, Also, looking into the psychology of what's going on in your life. Like, why were you putting up with this? Why did you have to go through this? The Hermit is a period of time where you take a step away, you regroup, you come back enlightened, and now you have this wisdom to run with. So I see you being very wise. You knew that this situation in your past was not serving you, and so you stepped away. But not just stepped away to, be angry and in solitude. You stepped away to also gain a greater understanding of what is happening. Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck. It's also been a time of deep, deep decision making. As hard and difficult as decisions might be right now, you're like, I have to go my own way. What's coming in for the future for Pisces? Near future. I'm so proud of you though, because this just shows that you're choosing you, Pisces. You are on the path of, where is my heart taking me? What does my life look like when I choose myself and when I don't put up with the drama of what others have projected onto me? Ooh. You have the Eight of Wands, so there's movement coming into your life for sure. So some of you might be physically moving, some of you might be mentally moving away from a situation or trying to figure out a game plan on how to move out of this situation. And this is no longer a thought. Like the Fool card is like, okay, I'm ready. The Eight of Wands is like, okay, we're taking off. We've actually planned the move. Some of you might actually be traveling soon. Uh-oh. I got a little excited. I dropped some of my cards. Hold on. But yeah, there definitely could be some sort of travel that you're getting ready to take that is going to help you see things a little more clearly. Big trip energy or a big move energy. You have the Four of Swords, so you are going to really be going into a state of rest, slowing down, prayer, meditation. I see you also being a bit recluse. So, you're going into like this deeper energy of, I want to figure out what it is that I need in my life. And Page of Cups, you're also starting a new adventure. The Page of Cups is the card of Pisces. The fish is jumping out of the water. I feel you going, I'm ready to just try something on my own. If you've been held back by the limitations of others, I just see you clouding out the judgment. I see you looking beyond what people are saying, telling you to do, the persecution that you may have been under, the hurt. And I see you looking at this energy, like with this Page of Cups, and going, I have a lot to bring to the table. I have a lot of goals, desires, dreams. And you're putting yourself out there to be able to explore and figure out new things in your life. I'm going to shuffle this a couple of times, and we're going to pull two cards from the bottom for what you don't see coming. First card is Five of Wands, so there could be a fight to get to the finish, some conflict that you run into. And also the Sun. It will be well worth it at the end of the day to go through this journey, because you will actually receive so much happiness and blessings because of the waves that you made to get yourself out of this situation. Oh, Pisces, I am so proud of you. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Temperance card. And this is a card saying, give this position in your life where you feel like things are a little bit topsy-turvy, where you've reflected on the past and on the hurt, where you're looking at this livelihood you've developed, that you want to develop, this future forward energy that's coming into your life. Give it time for things to work out. The Temperance card is about alchemy. It's about looking at what happened to you and using it for your good, saying, I was left, I was abused, I was mistreated, I was fired, I was, I lost all my money, I had to sell my house, whatever the case was. But using that setback to actually propel you forward. That is the true energy of the Temperance card. It is a sifting through the issues to find the gold, right? Panning for gold energy. It takes time. Temperance is a card of patience as well. But I want to dive in, Pisces. Let's look at row by row and kind of see what we get here. Of what is it that you were kind of running away from, or, you know, what was it that you were having to walk away from, or why did you have to walk away from this situation that presented itself to you? I just see there being so much emotional disdain with this situation, and could have even been a loss of money or property in the process. But you knew you had to let it go because in order for you to move forward, you could not stay where you were. Tell me a little bit more about what's going on here, Spirit. I was going to say Pisces. So we have the Six of Cups, the Hierophant, the Ten of Wands, the Three of Wands, the King of Cups, the Eight of Cups. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, Pisces. So this is what I'm seeing. You've gone through a period recently where in order for you to find your peace, your happiness, your nostalgia, what really brings you joy, you understood that it was not here. You walked away. Eight of Cups. You said, in order for me to find my peace, in order for me to really stand in my truth, in my King of Cups energy, where you are solid as far as your emotional intelligence, as far as who you are on the inside, treasuring that part of you, that emotionality. You were like, I have to go in a new direction. Three of Wands is getting ready to get on that ship and to go in a new direction. You had to see that there was no way for you to continue to stay here. This could have been in regard to some kind of legal binding contract, such as marriage, a house, a job. This also could have been something to deal with like government or government policies, visas. Like maybe you're like, I got to get out of this country, you know, that you live in. You want to go somewhere else. But it was becoming such a burden in your life that you said, I have no other choice but then to walk away from this situation. There is so much heartbreak here. I have to go. It is not my 9 or my 10 of Cups. This is 8 of Cups. This is emotionally unfulfilling. All of these cups have a crack in them. And you said, I have to get out of here. So let me know what it is that you've been going through, Pisces. But that is very traumatic. Very, very traumatic energy of, you know, dealing with something that definitely had you stuck. The Hierophant can be like higher levels of commitment, right? And so sometimes you feel like you can't get out of those higher levels of commitment because of the commitment itself. Like, do you have the money to move forward? You know, will you legally be able to make this happen? Can you stand on your own 2 feet without the situation? So your present is the Fool, the 10 of Cups, and the Hermit card. So now you're in this period of, I'm ready to transition. I'm getting ready to take a risk. I'm focusing on what I want. You know, what I see as my happiness, what family means to me, what happiness means to me. And you're ready to move forward. So Spirit Guides, tell us a little bit about what Pisces is currently going through. Immediately you have the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. So you are focusing on you, and I'm very proud of you for doing that. The World card, endings that have to come through. You have the 3 of Cups, which are new connections that want to come in, very similar to the reading that I did for you yesterday, which I'll link above. The 2 of Wands, you're actually making this decision that you're going to move forward. You're not just like, you know, I don't know if I'm going to do it. It's like, no, we're doing it. Also, the Star, you're going through a deep period of healing and transformation. And the Tower, saying that it all seems like it's falling apart, but it's falling apart for your good. So you could be going through that Tower moment, which is why you are in the Hermit energy. because you're like, I really have gone through so much lately. But Nine of Cups is here telling me that whatever it is that you desire in your life, you're going to go get it for yourself. You want that 10 of Cups, okay? So you said, I have to bring out my 9 of Cups energy, embodying who I desire to be, embodying what I want life to look like. I know who my people are. I know what they stand for. I'm finding better community. I'm figuring out how to love myself more. I'm accepting of who I am. You're looking at where to next. Some of you might be physically moving. Some of you are mentally detaching yourself from a situation. But the World card is here to say that there is an ending. Everything that you've gone through is behind you. And you're ready to move forward. And you're ready to heal. The Star card is here to say you are on the precipice of a new beginning. But in order for things to really get going, there is going to be a shake-up, a wake-up, a breakup. You know about it. I was doing a reading for a lovely woman yesterday. And I pulled a card from an oracle deck. The card was depicting the Tower, but it called it disruption. And it said to be forewarned is to be forearmed. And I love that so much. I feel like I'll use it forever. So Spirit is letting you know there is going to be a tower. There is going to be a shakeup in your life. But you have the support. You're going through deep healing. You're choosing you. What has happened is behind you. You know, you're kind of seeing the derriere of this person, right? What is happening is behind you. And now you look forward at what your future will look like. You're ready to take the steps. But in order for you to go through this process of, taking that risk, finding out what your 10 of Cups is, and taking what you've learned during this hermit mode and turning it into gold, you have to physically say, I'm ready to move forward. And that can be difficult, but I know that you're going to do it, Pisces. Your recent future or your future to come is 8 of Wands, so that movement finally. 4 of Swords, where I just see you resting and finding your peace. And the Page of Cups, which is just a new beginning as far as your gifts are concerned, what you bring to the table. For some of you, there could be a child involved. But it's this Piscean card of I'm ready to jump into the water and try something new. I'm ready to go in a new direction with my life. So tell us a little bit more about the future for Pisces. This movement, this peace that they're trying to find, this jumping into the big water. What can we know, Spirit? We have the 5 of Swords. So this is a fight you can't win, Pisces. You have to just let it go. You have to just let the people go that are trying to hold you back. You have to choose you every time. There's no point in fighting. The Star. This is going to be exactly what you need to help yourself heal, to move forward in your life, to let go of the past. The Tower. We already knew because it said in the present that you're going through that Tower moment. So I see this being like you've gotten through it. The Tower happened. A big dissection of your life. There will be people removed. Trust and believe. Uh-oh. It's too many. Two more, please. King of Pentacles, you're heading towards prosperity, stability, more happiness in your 3D world. Abundance, health, wealth, prosperity, because what? You chose you. You said, I'm the Pisces that's jumping into this big pond, right? I'm ready for it. I don't care if the towers come. They teach me lessons and I move forward. And you have the Queen of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles. So You will be creating a new foundation. Do not be afraid to let go of things in your life that are not working for you, because the Four of Pentacles can also show us clinging to the past, holding on to what once was. If you're ready to get out of the city and go into the country, or leave the country and go into the city, whatever the case is for you, do it. But also, with the Queen of Swords, this is time for you to speak your truth, Pisces. You are no longer held hostage. You're going through a big metamorphosis. You're moving on because your peace is your biggest goal. I just see you like, I'm tired of fighting. I'm ready to heal. I'm ready to let the structures of my life fall apart that no longer serve me. I'm ready for my stability. I am stable on my own. You will have options. Seven of Cups. Building a firm foundation. Save your money, Pisces. Save, save, save. It keeps coming up in the readings. But also, use your voice. Don't allow yourself to be confined to this cup anymore, okay? It's time for you to jump out of this cup into the ocean. Spread your wings. Have a new beginning. I'm very, very proud of you. And it's come after so much fighting. I hate that, but I'm like, that's life. And even these two cards here, where it talks about the battle you go through, the Five of Wands, to get to the sun. This is an opportunity for you to understand that no matter what it takes, you will fight for your happiness. You will fight for what makes you feel better about the life that you live. If you've been dealing with people who are also very combative, confrontational, people who are making you second guess yourself, your worth, your value, Spirit says you have the tools. Don't worry about it. The sun is going to shine. And you will be okay. There is opportunity for you. There is a pathway that is being lit for you. These fights, these arguments, these disagreements, these hurdles you have to get over to make the move, or to go to the new location, to sell the house, to get out of the marriage, you can overcome it. To get past the losses that could be coming into your life as well. But tell us a little bit more about what they don't see coming, Spirit. This beautiful sun card. So you might not see the struggle that might ensue to get to the sun, but you will see the sun. You have the Moon card. You have the Judgment card. You have the Page of Pentacles. We're going to get two more. You have the Strength card. Wow, 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 wow. I love that. And last but not least, Spirit, for this collective, what they don't see coming. And Nine of Swords. So the way forward is not going to be super clear. So what you don't see coming, you have to just trust your intuition as these issues come at you. You have to trust that Spirit has you on the fast track, the trajectory for success. You can't get worried about the battles, the legal documents, the pressure that is surmounting. You have to just understand, okay, this is just how things work in this 3D reality that we live in. Let me get through these hurdles. Let me overcome these obstacles. Let me get to the sun. So there will be a period of there being some like doubts that you have, but this is a judgment call that the spirit guides and, divine source creator has put in your life to make sure that you rise. You trust and believe in the rising of your soul. This is the opportunity that you need to be your best and highest version. You're rising and ascending towards the sun. Dark periods of time will come to those who have to ascend. But this is asking you, will you get so tired of all the processing that you have to go through that you give up? Or will you continue to have strength through the valleys, through the mountains, through the lows, the highs of all of this? because there's going to be an abundance of anxiety, stress, maybe even some confusion at times about where to go. Because when you're dealing with people and situations where you don't have a lot of control over what's happening, and you're just literally trusting your spirit guides, it can seem tricky. But I see you here with the Page of Pentacles right in the heart of the spread, knowing that you're manifesting this new beginning. You have put yourself in the position to rise, to make it to this Sun card, to be in your abundant timeline, to work your way up into a career that you love, to move past the regrets that you've had over the years. Like, you're rebuilding who you are. So this is definitely a call on your soul to look at the bigger picture, to rise the occasion of your soul, to let your heart be guided by your intuition, and to not give up when the going gets tough, because it will. You have to expect the unexpected, realize that the obstacles that are coming are here to teach you divine lessons. And that ultimately, you again, Pisces, are going to be able to jump out of this cup into the ocean, fulfill your dreams, and go on a bigger, a grander journey than you could have ever imagined. But yes, there will be obstacles. I see the Hierophant and the King of Cups. Hold on to who you are. Do not give up. We're going to pull an oracle card for you to wrap up this reading. All right, spirit guides, Pisces is going through really big transitions, having to walk away from things, people, places, situations that do not serve them anymore. What is it that you suggest they hold with them as they traverse this mountain of, I want to be happy? And there's a lot of things in my way that are trying to hold me back. What is the advice that you would give to them? Devotion. I absolutely love that. This means that no matter what you're going through, no matter where life takes you, you are devoted to being true to yourself. You're devoted to showing up, showing out, being a part of the process of understanding that life is going to spin you in circles sometimes, but you're devoted to the end goal of yourself. You're devoted to you. You're devoted to what you desire. Whether you lose people, whether you lose jobs, homes, you move locations, whatever the case is, you're devoted to your higher timeline. And most of all, you're loving yourself in this process. So Pisces, I am wishing you all the best at this time. You are such a beautiful light, such a beautiful soul. I'm proud of you for recognizing that you had to make a change. But in order for you to reach the sun, which I know that you will, to reach your happy place, it's time for you to just allow bygones to be bygones, to go through the difficult processes that will sometimes present themselves to you. Remember to stay prayerful, to meditate, and of course, trust your intuition as you move forward. Your spirit guides will be there with you all the way. Wishing you so much love, so much success, Pisces. I'll catch you again very soon. Bye, guys.